My name is Joe Werfel. I'm a research and development scientist with Syngenta Crop Protection. We're here to talk about just general weed control principles. For pre-emergence herbicide applications, there's certainly an optimal timing. Some pre-emergence herbicide labels allow you to spray your pre-emergence herbicide 3 weeks in advance, 2 weeks in advance. Really, if we want to get the most out of our pre-emergence herbicides, we want to spray that pre-emergence herbicide as close to planting as possible. Post-emergence herbicide application timing is absolutely critical, whether you're applying your herbicides in corn or in soybeans. There's an important point that I want to make around post-emergence herbicide application timing. If we let weeds get too tall, it's essentially the same as using a reduced rate. When we use a reduced rate, we all know that we can increase the chances for other types of herbicide resistance. We're letting those plants through that may have an increased propensity to survive that particular herbicide. The key is to look at the label and look at what that max height recommendation is on that herbicide label. Another thing that we need to do in terms of changing our way of thinking is we've got to get to the point where we're not just thinking about the average weeds across the field. We need to think about what is the tallest weed in that field. If the label says you need to spray weeds at 4 inches, we need to be looking at the largest weed in that field, not just waiting till we get an average of 4 inches across that field. If you're spraying a weed that's off label and it's too tall, for example, the label says 4 inches and you're spraying a weed that's 8 inches, you're putting that herbicide at risk and you're potentially going to develop resistance for the following year. We need to start thinking about getting that post-emergence overlapping residual on maybe 14, 21 days, 28 days after you put your pre-emergence on. Not necessarily waiting on the weeds to get to a certain height, but planning that post-emergence herbicide application.